Welcome back, guys, to Trails in the Sky, second chapter. Well, last episode we were dealing, of course, with Tita's quest, it seemed, in Zeiss to restore the fountain. However, a new session has begun and a lot of scouting was done since last time. And yes, I have found a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff that I've missed or has changed. Number one of things that we changed, we're all the way back here in Bose, nowhere near the quest we want to do. The bugged quest that it is, that quest is just bugged. It wasn't bugged because we did anything. It wasn't bugged because of that retry. It wasn't bugged because of any other reason. That quest is just like that. It's just a precognitive quest in the notebook log. But I do know where to go for that now. I do know where the next quest leash is. I literally found it as I just stopped streaming that day. That's the thing. Thank you very much, Bietche, for the cheer. But I'm here back in Bose, where now it seems like there's something on. A sale is on, as I talk to people. And there is a very nice thing that I found here. Not quite here, though. We're in the middle of a market-wide sale, so I've got some special stuff on offer. It was the idea of the guys over at the fruit store, but I think it was a really good one. So then I got to make sure I keep my voice up there with everyone else's. Because, of course, the food stores want to do a sale because they need to get rid of their stock because they've got no way to refrigerate it. So a sale has taken place in Bose since we left it for Zeiss. With that, I just checked around the store, and one of the things I found was an all-purpose knife. The all-purpose knife is a better weapon for Joshua for only 2,000 mira, of which I've sold a lot of my equipment to now reach 100,000 mira. So considering it only costs 2,000 mira, I think I'll take a small upgrade. That works for me, right? So Avenger, a pair of black swords made from feather-like material, just goes onto an all-purpose kitchen knife. But the all-purpose kitchen knife, with a variety of uses, small but practical, and better. We find it in altered space, we found those swords. We just went to a store and got just a random knife and it's better. Isn't that the way of games? Isn't that's like when you're doing an MMO and you've just hit an expansion, you go into the first zone, you're replacing all your like epic, ridiculous good items with just greys and greens, if you know what I mean. Oh, to plan a big sale at a time like this, the young folks sure are energetic. As a practical matter, it seems there was aid from Mayor Mabel, but it seems the good old Bose merchant spear is still alive and well. Of course, we're picking out some treasured items as good as this shop too. So it looks like this guy sells Celestial Balms now if you want to buy all HP KO heals, which is pretty good. Tier Balms on top of that. Of course, we have a lot of stuff anyway. S-Tablet cures lowered statuses, heals 500 HP. No, we maybe should buy a couple of them. Nah, literally a couple. Didn't know we actually had something that cured lowered statuses. this is what I've been waiting for. Sales, special offers, deals. Ah, what a sweet sound. Just hearing the word at any time makes my spirit rise. Sell at a time like this. That actually makes me really happy. That Bose Market for you. They really know how the citizens are feeling. But basically every store seems to be carrying at least something new. Drayton Foods is selling a rustic bone. The ultimate bone in meat. A battle just to eat. 12,000 HP heal, 20% defense. I'm going to waste all my money on just food items here that I'm never going to end up consuming. All stores in the market having a thank you sale. Thanks to the little lady, we've got stock in, so it's time to brighten the mood. Bose Market's always on the side of the citizens. Thanks to the little lady. Oh, you mean Mayor Mabel? Seems the market has reclaimed its calm. Stabilising the prices seems to have done the trick. The younger merchants are adding their own twist to things as well. At this rate, I could probably relax and just step back and watch. Good job, Mabel. Good job. Alright everyone, it's time for the support sale you've all been waiting for. Remember, it's exactly during hard times we need to help each other. To offer thanks for your daily patronage, we've prepared great deals on our stock. Great deals, great prices, I love it. A worldly stew, bitter, spicy beef stew that galvanizes the whole body. CP60, 9,000 HP. Costs an absolute bomb. I probably had to sell like 15 pairs of shoes to equal that food, when I think about it. Man, the whole market's running a sale. To have a sale at a time like this, that's just too incredible. That's the Bose Market for you, though. They really do seem like they think about the customer first. I'd better work harder, I won't be able to keep up. So what do you sell, sir? Hey, welcome. Take a look if you like. It's been a while since I yelled like this. After all, this kind of business is my style. So he sells Strager Maxes and all kinds of cat-related itemry. If you want to get yourself the question mark special ability. But do we want that? No. Strager Maxes. 50th anniversary commemoration Strager brand sneakers. They are ever so slightly better for Tita. But agility down for others and barely any upgrade for them. So it's 10 defense for Tita, but it's only 5 defense for like Joshua and the others, and it's down defense for Estelle. Let's buy a Strega Max for Tita. Oh wait, we will be moving on after our shopping spree. Alright, Regina Garda would be nice for the ATS increase, but of course not really your kind of thing. So let's go with the Strega Max. A little bit of movement to get her in range, even though she's got like range +4 on her currently. Welcome! We've got Castella cake made with the fluffiest eggs. It's a must try at the Bose Market. Would you like one? I will say, this isn't how I found out there was a sale going on at this point in time. I already own the Castella cake. I do not own the Mystery Paste Plus, though. Cures all stats helmets for 6,000 HP. How I found out was I literally just walked in here, again looking to sell some items, and I went, why can I sell them? Nothing to do with me. After all, my store's running sales every day. Well, as a sporting shop, I do intend to at least offer some stuff at a loss. Hey, you! Read this book and cheer up. And then I got that. And I went, oh! Okay. Gambler Jack, Volume 14. Wow, thanks. So now we have Volume 12 and Volume 14, but not Volume 11 or Volume 13. She also happens to sell all of the Bill news. So if you missed one during the thing, you could get one. Unlike the, what was it, issue 5 we missed in first chapter. And had to use the power of time warping to go back and get. What do you sell, sir? Sunshine Ice, Ulma Ice Cream. We have one of everything, so that's all good there. And I think that's more or less checking out the Bose Market for now. Well then, let's get moving onwards, because one other thing that I have to do on my list is to head outwards to the Valleria Lakeshore. More to the point, to the Lakeshore Inn. Because also another thing that I've done in the meantime, just in case there was a reward for it, is I made good my threat. And I went fishing. Now for the fishing, however, I did use a guide. I used there's a Steam like list of fishing places, only fishing, so I could find out where I could get all the fish. So, I'm not blind. I'm a cheater. I just want to get the fish as fast as possible, man. I didn't want to fish everywhere in the world, especially when I couldn't reach the other place. But it turns out you can get, from these 3 zones, pretty much every fish you could want. Gracanor. And stuff like that. Garvales, pearl glass, the mahi-mahi we didn't have. Lots of salmon, lots of eels, lots of trout, rainbow trouts. I think we did catch an octopus before, but lots of fish have been caught. The Valleria bass I think I had to get. West Bose Highway Pond, so a little bit along by the kind of river by the bridge. But there's one fish that wasn't actually on that list. And I was like, what? And that fish is the legend. A legend that's been talked about since the very first game. We are now going to try to attempt to catch it. Are you prepared? Are you prepared? What was the hardest? None of the fish were that hard. I got them all pretty easy because, of course, we've got enough BP to have earned ourselves that special rod. So everything's good, but there's one fish left. So this one's got to be the hardest one, and this is where we're going to be fishing it. The legend is in this pool. Let me hit a save up after doing all that stuff. Because the bait for this fish, I do know it already, is another fish. Now, it's going to be a big fish, so we could use something to catch big fish, so that's all good. But we need to use salmon. I've got myself quite a few. A value of 350. You could buy fish and just simply sell them. By the way, salmon you can fish up in Ruin. And if you fish them up, you get roe, which also fishes up salmon. So you could end up in this weird feedback loop where you catch a salmon, you get more roe. You get several roe per salmon. And then you fish more salmon. So you could just make money this way if you wanted to. So that was an interesting thing to find out. It's like a weird, like, give me more. But now we got 12 salmon to try and get it. And a save, just in case I manage to not do things. So let's try and get this, eh? With the power of editing. Or maybe the power of extreme luck. Because pearl glass, after all. You're kidding me. That's it. Hey! No pearl glass this time! caught the Dynatrad, 442 leg A in length. What is this fish? I can't believe my eyes. Nor can I, Lloyd. Nor can I. Lloyd? Those sienna scales, those crimson eyes that burn like flame. There's no doubt. It's him. This is the guardian of Valleria Lake. Say what? You're serious? I just caught the guardian. I never imagined you would catch him. It's the one who gave you a fishing book. It feels complicated. I'm frustrated and proud all at once. Still, this too must be the will of Adius. All I can do is admit that what you've accomplished and give you this. The Master Fisher card. From this moment forward, you are now a Master Fisher, as acknowledged by the Fisherman's Guild. However, do not be satisfied with this alone. Always strive further on the path of the fisherman. Yeah, I will. And, not to change the subject, but what is this exactly? It's an identification pass which marks you as a Master Fisher. Anyone with this will be able to take advantage of a wonderful service at the headquarters of the guild. Should you return to the capital, please stop by. We'd love to have you. Huh, okay. I still don't quite get what's going on, but it sounds cool. I'll make sure to drop in. Trust me, it's a service any fisherman would dream of. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I need to decide what my next goal will be now. Farewell. Well, that happened. I was not expecting it to be that easy. We spent 45 minutes!
Onwards!
45 minutes trying to get a pearl glass! 45 minutes! And, instantly caught that. So, yeah, cool. Thank you very much for the 11 months of sub there. Real Mystic Fire. And I'm happy to brighten your weekends. That's brighten mine. I don't have to fish anymore. Life is good. Life is good. Better save. Better save. Wow, I caught it. Right. Wasn't expecting that. I'm going to go switch some characters a little bit because there is something to check out at the tower there that I found following Sting's recommendation. Speaking of Sting, actually, he's actually moved locations from Ravenue to down there. Am I going the right way? So he's actually at the Lakeshore Inn as well. Game was like, he did the legwork, let's just give it to him. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully the game was just extremely pleasant to me there. Right, I want to switch up a party member a second because if we're going to go fight things and they're going to give experience, then we don't want Tita in the party because she's got the highest amount of... let's take off that a second. She's at 76 at the moment, so we want to switch some party members, don't we? Need everyone here? Alright, I'll put the call out right away. Logan contacted the other branches and had the rest of the party assemble. So we'll take Agate and we'll take... I think Shera's the next lowest level? Oh, tell a lie. It's in.
Let's do it!
Alright, no one in this party needs a ZFG then, I'd say. Alright, we got you. You got attack 4, action 2, hit 4, poison 2, evade 4. You can do your taunty, so that's fine. Shall I quickly give you a ZFG just in case? Enable you to cast some spells for me, maybe. Might not be a bad idea. And then we'll be switching off the cool gladiator belt. Do you know what then? Yeah, I'll do it for now. We'll put it back on you. It's just nice to have a second person that can heal. And let's switch the night goggles for the gladiator thing at the moment. Give you that for the time being there, Agate. Saving every 2 seconds. Yeah, I suffered so much with the pearl glass that I really feel like I deserve that in the end. I don't know what other people think, because of course I did use that fishing guide. I am a bad man. It's the only thing I used, honest. Everything else is blind. God. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go to the tower, which is towards the Valleria Lakeshore. Let's go with our lower level party members so they can at least get some experience and then switch back to Tita once we're going back over. Yeah, that's true actually, chat. You all suffered for that pearl glass. Anyone who's here knows the pain of our 45 minutes of fishing for one fish, for one subquest. safety saved. I'm so surprised I got that fish that fast. Honestly, that's just unreal. I was still expecting a struggle. I was still expecting it to take a little bit of time with my timings, but obviously I must have got back into the swing of fishing because I was doing the scouting and all that this morning. So I've been playing Trails in the Sky for a few hours already today. Yeah, no power of editing this time. It's all raw footage. Like, we don't actually have to power of edit that much, do we? Everything's going quite well. Oh, wrong way up. Alright, we're going high, high, high. Because on taking Sting's advice, or more or less doing a little bit of a poke around, because of course Sting found himself that time gem, supposedly from something up in the towers. I decided to go up the tower in ruin, first of all. And that's when I found a beastie. So then I thought, well, maybe there's one in Bose too. And right at the top, there's a beastie. Which made me come with the mind that I should try to fight all boss-type looking monsters. The only problem with this beastie is that at this point in time we have the cloak gem on. So we actually have to switch off the cloak gem and then run into it really fast. Because otherwise we can't get into any fights. Can't even run into a boss like that and get a fight going on. So, let's see what I'm facing off against. The Dimension Bug. An ancient interdimensional monster uses bodily secretions to immobilize prey. And Weather Seas. Mysterious glowing light bomb. Strikes with its hard shell and can inhibit actions. So really I want to do like some kind of AoE like Death Scream on those guys then. But also I could just slow them down immensely first, because there's going to be a big group of enemies I can catch in one of these. So these look like they'll go down in one shot. So let's just slow down these first. The enemies that will take us some time to defeat. And just kind of get in there. Oh, not True Comet, True Hurricane. That hadn't killed them? Okay. I don't know who I want to be going for first here. Wow, that only did 150. Okay, I guess I gotta do a spell to try and take them down then. Can you get a spell off before these guys manage to act? Very easily. Use that 45-minute fish to allow me to go to the toilet to get snacks, did it? Oh, that's good for you then. Alright, no point in meleeing the small things. To be honest, their small amount of HP kind of betrayed that a little bit, I'd say. I should probably cast morale so everyone's stronger, but... Actually, if I move to here, then I can start doing line attacks and hitting multiple targets. Apart from that, Thunder God Kick, what kind of range have I got on some guys here? Because that hits more depending on the positions of our enemies, doesn't it? So if I can gather some people up, maybe we can do some cool stuff. Apart from that, can we 80 delay these guys? I'll only be able to do 2 of them. These guys' new multi-purpose lights. Alright, what do you do? You fire, there's snails that fire lasers. Fine then. That's what you want to do. Bloomin' laser snails. You know what? I might follow up with that. So if I go here as well, I can do a comet that goes through all of them. Do I want to keep using Flicker maybe then? Just slowing down people even more. He does fairly good damage after all. Do you think a Thunder God Kick will be in a good position for these two now? Because that's some good damage. Some tasty damage. I really should do a morale. Bust boost the strength. Boost it a little bit more. I kind of want to keep Joshua's CP up as well. Don't want to use too much of it. But with you auto-gaining CP, you'll be able to use this forever. Yeah, let's get a morale. That's only on 3.
Guys, come on.
Smells with lasers. Lovely. Numerium Ray puts movement down on everyone. Interesting. If I do a white Gehens, can I get 3 of them, I reckon? Yeah, I can get all 3 from there. Let's just... Okay, white Gehenna will probably kill that one. Oh, wow. Well done, Zin. Great shot. I was kind of expecting you to at least do the damage to kill one of these guys, but oh well. That's a bit of extra strength. And we've always got to make sure to use these lines when we have them. Just one opponent remains. Can he use his Numerium laser to get himself out of this scenario? Even with our move down, we still do significant damage. I love how 60% strength on Zin is still not as good as Estelle with those 8 level difference. Did he just absorb my stuff? One cannot just take my HP. Let's see what kind of reward we get for... Oh my god, the movement down. Forgot about that. I'll reach one day. Oh, I can. Luckily, my staff allows me that little bit of extra stepping power. Everyone's getting their CP back. Do you want to finish this one off, Sid? There we go.
They messed with the wrong guy.
But by the look of it, there seems to be one of these at every tower. So we got some things to get through. Right, Zin's level 73. Agat nowhere near a level up. Can we able to shield orb ×1? What's that? Orb. It's not gem. There it is. Shield Orb. Defense plus 50, movement plus 3, speed plus 5. Mythical jewel that raises speed, mobility, and defense. So it looks like these are attachment farm places in a sense. Get yourself some good attachments. Not bad. Yes, my scouting. Oh yeah, I've not got cloak on. Should probably put that back on. Probably just a little bit. Forgot about that. I think what you saw there, by the way, was a difference of level damage that shows you how much the level possibly does affect fighting monsters. Because Agat was only doing 500 damage versus the dimension bugs, whereas Joshua was doing 1000. But versus that monster, their damage was within about 100 of each other. So obviously level does affect damage. There's a little bit of a tester. Let's get Cloak back on and motor out, because I think I'm done for Bose. We're done. We're moving back on to Ruin next, and taking the ferry, the ever so slow ferry, ever further. If I don't get myself stuck in a dimensional loop of my own making. Repeatedly. Alright then. So let's keep on going. Alright, first we need to hit the Bracer Guild. Because we need to get someone else back in the party again. In fact, let's first of all go in here and see what happens without. Because once I talked to her, and of course I had Tina in my party, something happened. Oh, my bracers. I heard you guys solved the case of the academy. Yeah, somehow. We couldn't have done it without Khan and the rest helping us out, though. Haha, glad to hear my collection helped out a bit. Your collection? That's right, the gun Kana was using. Yes, handling gunpowder firearms is quite difficult. Though with Kana's skill, I figured she wouldn't have any problem. But what surprised me most was the girl who was shooting alongside her. Ah, you mean Tita? Yes, darling little Tita. But it seems she's not with you right now, is she? Is there something you'd like to talk to her about? Oh, just a little thing. So there's a little extra here, just for going through and talking again. That seems to be pretty important. Again, it's another thing I just bashed into and went, oh, oops, and had to reload. Well, that's what happens when you do your scouting. So, Tita, get in the party. We're just going to have you in here for the time being.
All right.
So we're not going to give you a ZFG so you can use your weapons. Alright, let's go into Joan's Arms and Guards and take place for a scene. Oh, my braces! Are you Tita? Huh? Oh, right. You said you had something to say to Tita. Yes, well, how to put this? Anyway, if you don't mind, could I have a little bit of your time? What do you want to talk about? Yes, about that. First, would you mind showing me your gunpowder cannon? Okay. Tita took out her favoured Gatling cannon. Well, she's got an orbital bombardment now. Why would she have a favoured Gatling cannon when she has a little satellite beam? I thought so, yes. Oh, I knew it. Huh? Tita, do you know what model this is? Ah, yes, it's what's called the CZ series. It's one of the first models in that line. Grandpa said it's really rare. There's only a few in the world or something. Yes, that's right. Do you know anything else about it? I don't know that much about weapons myself, but apparently there was a problem with the initial model's basic structure, so it wasn't able to live up to design specifications. As a result, while the firepower was upgradable, the attack range wasn't adjustable. The next generation models were improved though, apparently. I'd say she knows plenty. Well said. I see. Well, if you know that much, then this is simple. So Tita, have you heard about the F parts produced by the Rhineford company? Yeah, they're the final parts to complement the CZ series weak points, right? But I heard they only work with relatively new models. Actually, there are F parts for that initial model. Would you believe that if I said it? Is that true? Yes, it is indeed. There's a little demand for them, so there's not many around, but they certainly exist. Now here's the real point. Well, as it happens, by total coincidence, a set of those parts is in this very store. Really? Really. I'd like to have these F parts. But that's... Are you sure? Of course. I owe you all for saving my little sister at the academy. Besides, it'd be a real waste to just let them rust. But it doesn't feel right just taking some for free. Hey Tita, the shop owner is saying she wants you to have them, so why don't you just accept them? If it still bothers you, you can find some other way to pay her back. Estelle. Are you sure? Of course, that's why I mentioned it. Do you know how to install the parts? Yeah, probably. If you don't mind, can I borrow some space? I'll put them on right away. That's perfectly fine. Tita learned a new S-craft, Cannon Impulse F. Would you like to register Cannon Impulse F as her S-break? Sure. Well done, perfectly upgraded. This should make it quite a bit different now. Yes, I'll be sure to try right away. Thank you so very much. And so yeah, that was how we earned ourselves a new version of a special. Weirdly enough. Alright then, let's continue past Ruin. Let's put Big Mr. Muscles, loves the job you hate, back in the party again to get some extra experience.
All right.
We'll get Tita back once we've visited Zeiss proper.
Leave it to me.
Because we're going back up another tower. We've done all the quests here. Like, no more quests have appeared, have they? Yeah, okay, cool. It'd be surprising if they did. As you know, before I go anywhere, I might just quickly make a purchase or two. You'll see why. Just get one, maybe? Yeah, one. You'll see why. Yes! This is the way. I found the way. Interestingly enough, there were quite a lot of fish to catch here, or at least there was two that I caught here. A crab and then a bigger version of the crab by using a crab as bait in this pool. Did you know? You can't really see it, can you? There is definitely a fishing spot there. There is other rings, but it might be just like disguised by the other rings you see in the process. But no, that's a fishing spot. All the way up here. And so we find the first dimension bug I found. Right, we want to get behind it, or more to the point, we want it to turn the other way so that I can drop the cloak and run into it for a preemptive. I'm hoping it's kind of roughly the same pack again. It is exactly the same pack again. So if that's the case, let's do exactly what I did last time. Though I've just realised that I really probably should have restocked myself on EP a little bit with Josh. Yes, really should have. Okay, so we're gonna move you to here so you can do your line attacks once we buffed you up. We'll use a death scream to take out the small things. And then after that, it's just a ton of melee, right? Critical coming up on the board there as well. It's going to be literally the same battle, isn't it? You know what? Can I just get an Abyssful? I can. Let's do that. It's a cool animation, right? I'll take it. That guy doesn't seem to be able to be moved after all. We'll go for the cool animations. More than enough damage. Right then. So time for you to use Thunder God kicks in. Oh! Is that going to give me more damage? Oh my goodness! That's like an S-craft worth of damage. Oh, I should use morale. Whoops. If these guys want a critical, then because they're all still gathered up, I'll just use an evil eye on them. I need more CP on Zin. More damage!
Come on.
It's not even side quests we're doing, guys. It's, I don't know how you'd like to put it. Sub-events? Side bosses. We'll go for that. This is going to do ridiculous damage. Wait, I did less damage? Oh, wow! So Morale's strength buff actually overrides Zin's strength buff, lowering his attack. Unreal. They're all pretty much dead, so... But we found out something today. What are they actually weak to? Fire. So that's the thing. So if Zin ever gets to Sten in the future, we need to make sure that, you know, nowhere near each other. Basically.
Not done yet.
Alright, so let's see if Zin levels from that again. No, just short. Just short. And Agate would probably level up from one more group of them. But that's a lot of stuff. A Mind Orb gained as well. Gummy Eyeball. I don't want eyeballs from the snails. So that's 2-dimensional bugs. So that's 2 out of what I'm imagining is 4. So what do we get then? Anti-Cold Helmet, Topaz Talisman. Mind Orb. ATS plus 15, move plus 3, speed plus 5. So basically you can just gear people up in different fashions here. I might take off the Gladiator belt from Agate and put it on Zin. Because I feel like Zin's going to get better with that. Why am I going with ATS up? Oh, whatever. I guess the ADF as well. Let's feed Zin some more for that ridiculous ability if we're going to be fighting more of those things. Agate as well will then give you... Well, I know where I'm going next, so I know what I'll need. So we've got Master Bees. What do Master Bees do? They're anti-confused, aren't they? Yeah, what am I doing? You need strength, man. You could go with the other Gladiator thing. It's not as good, to be fair, but... We make do. We make do. Actually, no, I know what I need to put on him. Tell a lie. What we need on him where we're going next, of course, through Zeiss's tunnel. Alright, where are we going? To hell. To our own new version of hell. Do you remember this guy? He's a friendly, nice guy. We love this guy. He's the best guy we've ever seen. Do you remember him? Oh, man. I need an anti-confuse, but I also need to be able to see. Damn it. I guess we'll have to go without that, then. Anti-confuse, anti-confuse. They're guys that confuse. Do we have anything with confuse plus something? Only anti-confuse at this point. Joshua's got the Master Bees for Sleep Confuse. Aga's got Master Bees for Sleep Confuse. Estelle's got Grell Locket, so all of normal status. We're not going to get confused this time. It's Disco Penguin. How long was this first fight versus him, if you remember? How long did I spend fighting this guy? Okay, he's walking that way. Let's at least get it a preemptive attack, right? Pretty please. Here we go. It was a ridiculously long time. We need to use night vision goggles to be able to see. Right, Joshua doesn't need to be able to see because he's got arts. So he's going to do some nice stuff for us and just constantly be our arts guy. In the meantime, of course. We need to work on Disco Penguins. I should be able to walk up to them and smash them as I wish to, so that's not too bad. So if I cast a morale on the first turn, and then Zen uses Distend, he'll have the full gamut of his ridiculously good buff. And there's not one, but two. Now this fight I've already done because I didn't want to do it without knowing that there was a reward at the other side of the rainbow. There is a reward, which is exactly why we're doing it. So any big monster we see will give us some good... Oh my goodness! It's in on a crit! It's in on a crit. Oh! 5,000 damage in a second. I won't say no. That's for sure. I'm being hit by multiple swordfishes. That hurt. And that guy's going to heal himself for 500. It's not so much now. Early in the game it was, that's for sure. Okay, Joshua's on a crit. Do I use Joshua's S-Craft? Do you know what? Why not? Okay, that fight is nearly done. Wait, I can't hit both of them with that attack? If I use Flame Smash, I'll knock them away though, so I can't do that. Resist to AT delay. Well, that poor guy is pretty much dead, isn't he? Once this lands, anyway. One Disco Penguin remains. He did his disco move in the last second, but everyone's resist confused. He got seal up on Zin? I didn't know that sealed. Since when does that seal? Not enough. I can't do anything. I can run at him menacingly. Luckily, Joshua doesn't care. Easy. we're back to where we were last time. 926 experience for Zin. I'll take him to 74. Did that level up as well? Did that level up Joshua, did it? Oh, nice. Estelle's not far from leveling up, and Agate's getting near 76 as well. Joshua learned Evil Eye X. And Zin just learned True Oral Blast. And we got a Divine Cross. Now, this is the reward that I decided it was worth fighting him again for. Because as you'll see in a second, let's just look at anything here. What did I just get? Divine Cross. All abilities up except range. A secret treasure hidden away by the Divine Penguin. Actually ups stuff quite a bit. So it's ATS 40, ADF 20, speed is by 1. I don't know if it's based on a scale or anything, depending on what other things are up. Dex 20, agility 15, movement 1. Strength seems to be by 31. Defense is by 32. It's pretty good if you're just looking for stat booster. Pretty good. That'd be good on any character. It's regardless, that is an all-purpose great thing. But I can understand what you're saying in chat. It would be good on Joshua because, of course, he's got this good mix of solid strength and spells. Right, let's put Cloak back on Agate. Where? There we go. On there. So now we can run through the monsters again with no worries. And I guess I'll take the... I've already taken it off of you. Put that back on you. Madame needs to have a billion CP at all times. It's the gladiator belt. Everything good on you. Great. Night goggles, Lily, yes, that's good. And you got that, so we'll switch the night goggles off soon, but we're gonna have to go through again, of course. Wait, am I going backwards on myself now? Nope, we have made it to Zeiss. Finally. Right, we need to switch to Tita, and then we can start doing the quest that we were doing last time. That is all the stuff I managed to miss by not being incredibly silly thorough. But, you know, I didn't think we'd be taking another jaunt up the towers after we just spent an entire chapter running up the towers. Do you know what I mean? Call everyone over then. Sure. All branches were contacted, members on standby were gathered. I've already beat the quest here, haven't I? So it's just this quest we're doing. Tita, get in the party again. Get in the party. We need to find out what your special's about. Do I keep Zin in just to get him some more levels, or... I mean, technically Agate's got my cloak gem, so I want that right now. Give me cloak. Forever. Right, Joshua needs to get CP up again, but... There we go. Tita's got long barrel 3, and one more accessory you need to put on you, zero field generator, because otherwise you can't even use your abilities. So where was the leash for our quest? As a reminder now that it's been quite a little bit of time, our quest was very preemptive and told us to, for example, it said we already asked the soldier for land on it said we already got the combustion engine. We have not got a combustion engine yet. And also, the gas, from what Murdoch said, the gasoline might be delivered to the port in ruin. This also hasn't happened yet. That's how the quest is bugged. It just tells you things ahead of time. But the gasoline is in the basement area of... That's the actual bit you should be looking at. Nothing else. Just that. So we went to Ruin, which was the wrong idea. Where we really wanted to go to was here. Rudy? Oh, hey guys. Need something? Yeah, actually. Estelle asked Rudy for some gasoline to repair the pump facility. Oh, that does sound rough. I go to Elmo's hot springs a lot, so I'd love to help out, but you got bad timing. We don't have anything in stock right now. Oh. Well, this is a slight problem. Is there someone there? Ah, Chief Murdoch. Tita, and everybody else too. I thought I heard voices from down here and wondered what could be going on. Did another case come up? I see, so that's it. I do remember ordering some gasoline from the Republic about a month ago. Really? 1 month? That's a long time for a delivery. It should be here by now, right? But sir, I haven't received anything like that. No, wait. I think when I ordered it, I said there was no rush, so it was going to be delivered by sea, if I remember rightly. Sea, huh? That means they're on a regular ship, not an airship. Yes, exactly. In which case it was probably delivered quite recently. So that's the reason it's probably stored somewhere in ruin right now. Makes sense. Thanks to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, distribution has been paralysed after all. So we can get some if we go to the harbour in ruin. Yes, that seems your best chance. One moment. Factory Chief Murdoch wrote a short letter on the spot and signed it. Murdoch's letter has been received. Give the letter of introduction to the harbour master of the ruined port. I've asked him to give you the gasoline if they have any in. Thanks, Chief. Thank you. Sorry for the trouble. Not at all. I may not go as much as the professor, but I visit the hot springs plenty nonetheless. As someone in charge of the Zeiss region, this is the least I can do. Alright, I need to get back to work. I've got a mountain of paperwork to get through.
I see. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
If you fix the pump, maybe I'll take a little time off and go to the hot springs. Well then, if you'll excuse me. So basically the quest log itself kind of made us miss that. More to the point, just for the fact that it was saying, oh, this is the area we need to go. I just went straight there, which is the wrong thing to do. So we've still got the night vision goggles on Agate, which is great, which means we can just zip through ASAP. There's another thing with that Divine Cross, though. It's a great attachment, gives loads of stats, but at the same time, I'd rather have stuff like Sleep, Confuse, and Faint. Anything that takes away control of the character as a primary use for my attachment slots. Which is a bit... isn't it? I'd rather just have controls on my character all the time and not have to spend a turn casting Curia. If I can. Alright, all the way to Ruin. It's a bit of deja vu here. At the end of basically one episode's length, we were going back this way, and now the next episode, we're doing exactly the same thing. But with a lot more goodies in hand. And we haven't seen Tita's new S-Craft yet. If it even changes at all, to be fair. We Evil Eye X, and we got the True Aural Blast on top of that. It's not bad things. Right, to the dock we go. To you. Seems like the Ravens are up to something. They finally come to their senses in this emergency situation. To you.
Pardon us?
Can I help you? Yes, Portos, of course it would be.
Yes, do you have a moment?
Start explaining the situation and show Portos the letter from the factory chief. It's true I'm responsible for the harbour block, but you'd be better off asking Harg about this.
Harg?
Yes, he's responsible for freight handling in our harbour at the moment. He should be on the other side of this embankment.
Alright, he's not too far then.
Let's go talk to him. Thank you for your assistance. Now be careful, don't run off and fall into the sea. If only you could. But here's my salmon fishing spot. You get a lot of fish there. So it must be this guy then.
May I have a moment?
What was it? Estelle explained the situation and showed Harg the letter from the factory chief. Gasoline, yeah? We got some. I was just about to send it to Zeiss when all this happened, so we're securing it in the warehouse.
Great. Can we take it from here then?
I don't mind, but there's a lot of it, you know? I really don't think you could carry all of it. Good point. But now let's just carry whatever we can take. There's enough.
Yes, that should be enough to keep me for a while.
This much shouldn't be a problem at all. Received gasoline tank ×3. Well, if you need anything else, come on by again. Well, hopefully this whole mess will be sorted out before that, though.
Yeah, seriously.
Sorry for the trouble.
Okay, that's the gasoline checked off. Now we just need the engine, but it seems the ship that landed in the trapped planes was carrying it.
Let's try that.
Yeah, got it.
So all the way off. To the engine it is. All the way back through the tunnel again. This journey we have taken so many times, but from here we'll be onwards. Zeiss and past it. And more to the point to Carnelia Tower, if it is the Carnelia Tower in Zeiss. We'll see about a little bug. If I can find myself through the maze-like structures, as usual. Can you imagine all of this late game running, by the way, without turbo mode? Doing this without turbo. As in doing it when the game originally came out. Oh, it would be in Japanese as well, I imagine, but still. That would probably be the hardest point. I wouldn't know what the hell the quest log was saying, which means it couldn't lead me wrong. It just can't lead me right either. Turbo controllers? No, sir. Did anyone actually own one of them? To like play like, for example, button mashers better? Anyone buy specifically a turbo controller to automate functions? And what game did you do it for? That's what I'd wonder. Metal Gear. No, I know exactly what you mean when you say that. Sorry, I said it wrong. Metal Gear. Nah! Yeah, that. You could buy a turbo controller for fishing. In various games. Right then, so we've done that. We need to go trap planes next, which is this way. And head upwards, if I'm right in saying. So I haven't found any other big monsters, like a big, well, apart from those ones, like a big, creepy, sheep molded together unit. I was kind of expecting to see another one of them, weirdly enough. Right, this is where we should need to be. Say, who are you lot?
We're from the brace skills, sir. Estelle's team explained the situation and asked about the combustion engine.
I see, I totally forgot about it in the chaos. Yes, we have the engine in our cargo hold. Marino, give me a hand. Yes, sir. We're going to carry that around with us now as well.
So to keep you waiting.
Received combustion engine.
We've got it.
Sorry to trouble you. Not at all. Sorry bothered picking it up if things were going to end up like this. Still, all this to help get a hot spring working in a situation like this. Bracers seem to have different priorities than we do. Forgive us. We know things are difficult right now. No, please don't misunderstand me. I wasn't being sarcastic. For a soldier, being unable to use your orbital weaponry is nerve-wracking. We're all struggling to figure out some other way to fight off our enemies. Meanwhile, you guys are moving around with all the confidence in the world. We could learn a thing or two from you.
We're just doing what we think is right, is all.
We're sort of wandering around holding our butts right now, too, to be honest. I think all of us, any of us could do is just try and trip up the answer. True enough. Times like this, it's only right that we should be going the extra arc to keep the people at ease. Good luck restoring the hot springs, bracers.
Thank you. You bet. Leave it to us.
To the hot springs, then. Oh, it's taking us. Unless something's trying to fight us.
Alright, now we've got everything. Should we get back to Elmo and work on the pump? Yeah, I'm ready to work on it.
Now you've changed my location. Now I don't know which way I'm going. Towards Zeiss, obviously. We do need to go to the Carnelia Tower, but we'll get that when we go back up that way, because that's our way out to our next region, after all. We should be... Ransel? No, I don't mean an auto clicker for something like cookie clicker or whatever it is. I mean like actually buying like a £40-50 peripheral for a reason, for a specific reason. I mean, let's face it. I know it's on the small screen, but I did buy like a 30 quid add-on for a PlayStation controller so I can have paddles on the back. So I'm not really one to judge. I'm not trying to judge. Right, do we go back straight over here rather than to the lady?
Okay, I've got the materials. Time to upgrade the pump. Yeah. Still though, are you sure you don't need help? Well, I prepared a diagram for the upgrade, so would you separate the parts like it says?
Sure. That seems like something even we can do. Fine, guess I'll help. Come on, Agate. Chip in, learn more.
Alright. Yep, it's finished. Alright.
Good work, Tina. Same as always. Sure good with this stuff.
We don't know if it'll work or not yet. Let's test it right now.
Hot water everywhere.
Whoa.
Looks like the rotor and the pump started moving. God, you need a lot more hot water in the cold for that kind of heat to happen fast.
Goodness, I didn't think you'd actually get the pump working. Thanks, I can hardly believe it. Now we can let people go in the baths as much as they please. I'm glad we could help. Well, there's about 9% thanks to Tita, though. But that's not true at all. I could only upgrade it because you went out and found what we needed, Estelle.
Still, this time we really did end up going all over. This orbital shutdown phenomenon is seriously slowing us down.
Very true. Technology ceasing to function deals severe damage to a society built on it. At this rate, the situation is only going to get worse. Joshua. Well, no need to be so pessimistic. Even with ordnance stop, we managed to get the pump working. People can do anything if they put their minds to it, don't you agree? Estelle. Nicely said. Anyway, it's a job well done. You should go and take the first bath for yourself and relax from your journey. Oh, I know. Here's some special medicinal tea handed down to my family. You should drink it when you get out of the bath. It'll fix you right up.
Nirvana tea has been obtained.
And so Estelle's group took a bath, dined on a feast of Eastern dishes, and left the Maple Leaf Inn behind them. Hot spring restoration quest is complete.
Nirvana tea, eh?
Hey you all, good work. Thanks to you guys, our inn is ready for business again. I'm sure it'll be a bit before the customers return, but as long as they come back, I don't mind waiting. Haven't you got customers here already? Seems like the hot water's flowing again. I guess Alvin's prayers to the goddess must have worked.
Where's Alvin currently?
Ah, welcome. The bath's finally available for use. Please relax and enjoy yourselves.
You don't have anything more to sell now that we've fixed that, do you? Not that we haven't already obtained ourselves. So now I guess we look around, check if there's anything else around.
Hey guys, seems like you fixed the pump, huh?
I guess it's the second time, but looking forward to seeing you in the future. As guest next time, hopefully. We stayed as guests last night. We fixed it all. We stayed as guests. Life is good. I can see the baths and the pump really is fixed. Yes, we're back in business. What are you back in business for? What are you doing? How is that a fishing spot? It's got so many questions. Probably the smallest fish ever. Ah, that was fun in a freshly drawn bath. It was worth sticking around until they were up and running again. Can't go. Oh, I can bathe whenever I want. Oh, just to restore my CP without costing me any money? It's water. Yes, it is. Free baths for all CP. We now have enough CP, of course, to use Tita's special to find out how cool it is. Didn't have any second steps. Yeah, I'm going to take another dip in a bit. You said you can't have 2 baths in one day. Put your hands up if you've done that, just because it feels great. Sometimes there's nothing better than relaxing than just a bath or another shower. Even though you've showered for cleanliness or before. I mean, maybe you don't wash your hair that time, of course, but just to relax and soak in that warm water. The pump started working again. Well, sure the equipment here was all driven though. How's it working then? Well, now it's on diesel, petrol, gasoline, one of them. I heard from the soldiers here on patrol, but apparently ordnance aren't working throughout LaBelle. That's pretty crazy. We haven't really talked to the people around here, have we? It's good to have the pump fixed. The inn can continue business. And it really saves the time of boiling water. That's especially helpful now with the ordnance not working. This is disappointing. So far. Because of course last time we completed the occupation of Genis and we got a book there. So I'm expecting to find a book here too. Hey, Elmo's got to have hot springs. There's just no Elmo about him. Thank goodness the pump's fixed. However, it sounds like the other ordnance still aren't working. I'm sure the central factory folk are having a hard time too. The question is, how long does that supply of gas work for pumping this? Because if it's on all the time... I know Mr. Gorman's as curious as I am, but why did the pump start working? If there's a way to work around this shutdown phenomenon, I'd like it if our guns could be made useful. It's super nerve-wracking not having our guns where, you know? Just go get some gunpowder guns! Back at Ruin, maybe. Hot Springs pump is back in working order. I suppose one of the technicians from the central factory must have fixed it. I wish they'd fix the lights while they're at it. Can't have it all. Tina did her best. You can use candles for now. God. Right, nothing here. Should we go to Carnelia Tower next then? Oh, I guess we've got to report the quest as well. So maybe first stop Zeiss, then Carnelia. You can't have a shower in the morning. See, I like a bath or bathing or anything in the morning. Definitely like it's one of the first things I do when I wake up. It makes me feel awake. And if I haven't done it, then I generally feel a lot worse for it. But everyone's different after all. Now where's the oh yeah, it's over here. We even replaced the sign in the past. You seem to be keeping yourself occupied. So did the pump repair go well?
Yeah, totally. Actually, I should probably make a formal report first.
Well then, let's share the results.
I'll explain the details of the pump repair at Elmo. Sounds more difficult than I thought it would be. Yeah, I know it's kind of a small thing to worry about in an emergency like this, but you can't just abandon people in trouble.
What's the whole reasoning behind being a bracer?
I think it was the right call. The second principle of the Bracer Guild Code is prioritizing civilian safety. Your line of thinking, therefore, was correct. You can keep your head high when you say what you've accomplished. Thanks. I feel a bit more confident hearing that from you, Kilika. That ends our report. Well then, I'll have your work assessed immediately. When you're ready to be paid, give me your report again in full. It's just come and report again to get paid. Yes, please.
Give me my money. My house wing restoration gives me 10,000 mira and 8 BP. Still not got to A. I think we only just got B+ though.
Good work. It seems you successfully accomplished your goals. If you complete any missions, come report them to me.
Right, so all jobs done here. I guess it's time to move on. Zin, do you want to back in the party again? You're the lowest level.
Leave it to me.
Let's get Mr. Melees. Loves the jobs you hate. Tita's special, we'll have to wait on that. Alright, you've got that. You don't need night goggles anymore, so let's fix you up with something else, sir. Let's faint sleep. Poison blind. I mean, personally, I'd love... Let's give you the gladiator headband. And prevent confuse is always good. Then apart from that, we also give you a gladiator headband. What's Din's CP at? I guess we can see from this bar. Nothing! He needs to go and stay at the baths by the look of things then. Right, Super Melee Party, go. We can't use all the lights, the night sure seems to come fast lately. Certainly may be inconvenient, but it's better for your health. Wake with the rising of the sun and rest with the setting of it. Everyone lived that way when I was young. Didn't they just? It's great that we managed to get the freight vehicle to the side of the road, but... Oh, they did they? I didn't even notice. Like I thought, there's nothing wrong with it. What a pain. I've got delivery to do now, too. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It's just not working because of the orbital shutdown phenomenon. Hate to say it, Bruno, but he's gonna just have to give it up. Wow, they managed to get that to the side? What, push, push, push? Well, good on them, I guess.